The second season of Heartstopper has premiered on Netflix, and fans are overjoyed to be returning to the lives of Nick and Charlie. If you already binge-watched all of the new episodes and need a thorough explanation of how things turned out, go no further. Here's a breakdown of what happened at the conclusion of Heartstopper Season 2 and how it prepares our characters for Season 3. Season 2 of Nick and Charlie's relationship sees good growth. The couple is now official and supports one another whenever they can. They put up a united front, whether it was when Nick passed out in Paris or when Charlie saw his dad and experienced homophobic bullying from other kids. One Instagram post at the beginning of the final episode altered everything. Nick declared that he and Charlie are boyfriends through social media. The lads were mostly greeted with love, even though not all of their remarks were encouraging. Even though they skipped the formal event in favor of a more enjoyable at-home prom with their closest friends, they took advantage of the opportunity to attend prom together. Nick then came out as bisexual in front of everyone, including his parents, his critical brother, and his peers. The focus of the Season 2 finale was Charlie and Nick's consistent and steady relationship from beginning to end. The two overcome their fair share of obstacles in private and made a promise never to withhold things from one another. Nick prompted Charlie to recount the facts of his traumatic coming-out experience, which included vicious abuse. In times of stress, Charlie acknowledged that the tension led to social isolation and an eating disorder, which he currently struggles with. Charlie didn't ask for assistance with his eating habits, but he did promise Nick increased communication when he became triggered. As Nick started listing all the qualities he admires in Charlie, the situation became adorably romantic. And just as Nick was about to say the three most crucial words to Charlie, his "I love you" was interrupted by his folks coming home. On his way home, Charlie came close to texting such comments. The final scene of Heartstopper Season 2 had Charlie's finger poised over the send button as he typed "I love you" in an Instagram DM. One of the highlights of Season 2 was watching popular girl Imogen, who felt rejected by the popular clique at times, find true friendship with the true LGBTQ+ pariah group. Imogen developed during the season and reflected on the many diverse identities present in the neighborhood. Imogen's own sexuality may be in doubt as prom night went on. One fleeting but impactful incident seemed to hint. The teen appeared to lose herself for a split second as she watched her new acquaintance, a female bass player, perform on stage. The silent moments revealed Imogen fascinated by the woman, who she is aware is bisexual. Although it hasn't been established whether Imogen likes girls, the beautiful moment hinted that her sexuality might not be clear-cut. One student comes to the realization that the idea of love itself might not be for him as hormones soar and love explodes across the true malls. For Isaac, Toby Donovan, prom night involved a lone visit to the library where he discovered a book about asexuality. The reclusive bookworm pursued a connection and potential romance with another classmate for the entire season. But through the close interactions, including one unimpressive kiss, he realized he wasn't drawn to her. He discovered through an art exhibition that asexuality, by definition, seemed to meet his taste for little romantic or sexual involvement. As the season came to a close, Isaac hadn't officially declared himself to be asexual, but his new book appeared to represent a greater grasp of his own identity. Tao and Elle have offered Heartstopper fans a friendship to root for and yearn for, through thick and thin, ups and downs. And then everything changed after the couple's fateful kiss in Paris, which elevated them to new levels of significance. Even though Tao and Elle's relationship eventually had its difficulties during the season, they managed to conclude it together. However, they may not have a completely simple journey ahead of them. The couple has previously struggled with their own fears while seeking a relationship, which might prove devastating romantically when Elle leaves for school. Tao was naturally in favor of his new girlfriend going to art school, even though it would put a strain on their still developing relationship. That said, that didn't mean that Tao and Elle's family and friends weren't in favor of their relationship. Tao's mother actually leaped for excitement when the two started dating, and their friends have consistently expressed their unwavering support, starting with the Season 1 milkshake date. Viewers received a glimpse inside Darcy's horrible secretive home life during Season 2. After Darcy was sent out of her house for wearing a suit her mother claimed made her look lesbian, prom night almost didn't happen at all without her. When Tara knocked on Darcy's door in a desperate hunt for the missing Darcy, she had a small taste of the mom's brutality. Eventually, Darcy arrived to prom and spoke with Tara in depth. After Tara's initial attempt at saying "I love you" was unsuccessful in getting Darcy to respond, The two eventually confessed their feelings for one another. As the season came to a close, it appeared that Tara and Darcy had similar perspectives on Darcy's family and their affections for one another.